Hi. Nowadays, listening to the news on the radio or on the television, uh, reading the newspaper, talking to people, listening also to other people's problems, it's very depressing. What's going on? What's going on here? So I made my point and I wrote a letter. I'm here to read a letter to you. A letter with some average figures, only some average figures. I titled my letter, Protest Against the Sabotage of Our Beloved Economy. Here we go. On a daily basis, with every purchase we make, we all are financing the Asian market as an 85, 95 or nearly of any single product we buy is manufactured and imported by containers from across Asia, importing just about everything. With it brings a total sabotage of our beloved economy, and also to the national and European, American and other countries affected by the credit crunch, a permanent and financial disaster for the local communities. Consider anything we already wear and anything we buy, example, clothes, shoes, toys, phones, television, electrical, mechanical equipments, tools, bicycle, motorbicycle, also the most part pieces of any vehicle, are all manufactured and imported from across Asia. Bear in mind that only in the last couple of decades our manufacturing firms moved just about all completely across Asia, because there also the material are locally produced by an incredible and very cheap labor, as in many of those countries, because of their very poor life standards, they have very little or none such things as medical assistance, human rights, minimum wage, insurance, neither pensions. And also manufacturing firms' chiefs have no unions to deal with. Simple as. Therefore, across those countries, anything manufactured by the very cheap labor will cost to the manufacturing firms' owners, mainly Americans and Europeans, non-Chinese. The headmasters are all American and Chinese, almost. Some will cost to the firm owners, mainly Americans and European, our own countrymen actually, something like 30, 50 cent pences, 30, 50 cent pences for item, as a total different cost if manufactured in Europe, America or elsewhere. So they first taking a shocking and obscene advantage of those communities. First, taking a shocking and obscene advantage of those communities. And second, because once brought up here all those goods by containers to Europe, America and other countries, exactly the same items cost them across Asia 30 to 50 pence. The same item is sold by the same manufacturing firms associated with marketing company to to the huge and incredible price of $30-50 pounds, producing to them daily millions of dollars, pounds in profit. Yes, because from 30-50 pence to 30-50 dollars is, I would say, a percentage of not 100%, but much more, around 1000% profit on each item. Simple as. Producing to them daily a millions dollars of profit every day. That's why what do they call the credit crunch, which led our local economy, which led our local communities to a nearly economical, permanent financial disaster. Then all those millions of cash as profits are shared as a vicious circle, I would say kind of wedding cake. A few invites, only a few invites, among the heads of firms, manufacturing firms, marketing companies, and for each nation involved, with some authority chiefs, as they allow the import and give away to the market. Then the most of those fortunes will disappear, hiding into Swiss bank branches, and on each account they have got only some individual codes, and only with those secret codes as to prove they illegally owns those fortunes. Yes, because nobody, no judges can go to Switzerland and check who those codes belong to. Codes, kind of a national insurance number. No judge can go to Switzerland or across the sea, different bank accounts, the most, and check who those codes belong to. While we all live our daily life and paying full expenses about the so-called, about the what they call the credit crunch, paying with our own wages, pensions, etc., etc. For what it is in reality the biggest capitalist conspiracy ever of our century. Unbeknownst that the theory of the credit crunch is all and only the perpetrating of an affair with aim of political and industrial interests of private at consumers' expenses. That's enough. We all had enough of it. All that is very offensive, immoral, and annoying for all our communities. For all of us and the new generation, we got to stop all of that. Otherwise our future will only bring more credit crunch, more problems, and more poverty. By the way, people say war to poverty. In this case should be war to the crunch, I think. Then I will say no more cuts with more redundancies due to the theory of the credit crunch. Then I have to say, and let me say what I got to say. The only thing can save all of us It's what we all need. No more minimum tax on extra European imports. A law that has just been made to kill our economy, to demote our economy, to sabotage our local economy. Also in Europe, America, and else, we all got to safeguard our local economy. We must have a super tax. We all, Europe, America, must have a super tax. Because we're in Europe on extra European imports. Super tax on extra European imports. I would say except on food and drinks. As in Russia and China, they already do have always a super tax on imports, as that is the only way to promote the local economy. Super tax on imports, super tax on extra European imports is the only way to promote our local economy. Not all the rubbish they see on the telly, on the radio, on the paper. We will. The only way is just to change that law. Simple as that. Super tax on imports. Super tax on extra European imports. Only doing by that way we will get back and save our beloved economy. Only like that will mean no more credit crunch, no more poverty. All this means no racism, no vandalism, but equal opportunities for a fair trade and a prosperous whole world. We all are here for need, but they still lie still with uncontrollable greed. Ciao.